Oklahoma's 2014 legislative session began with Governor Mary Fallin presenting her priorities and vision for the coming year. In her State of the State address on Monday, the governor called on lawmakers to take steps to repair the state capitol, increase funding for common education, restructure state employee salaries and benefits, and push back against the federal health care law. One of Governor Fallin's highest priorities is cutting the state's top income tax rate, while acknowledging lawmakers will have less money to spend in the next fiscal year.
As you know, our general revenue fund is lower this year than was estimated. We're on a tight budget, as we should be. But good education requires appropriate funding. That's why I'm proposing a $50 million increase to help our students in K through 12. I have, however, proposed targeted cuts to most agencies. The cuts we propose this year amount to 5% or less in our agency's budget, and the total amount is about 1% of state spending. And of course, ultimately, what makes state government work is our people. And my mother was a social worker for the Department of Human Services. My father worked with the unemployed at the Employment Security Commission. State government needs to attract and retain hardworking, dedicated Oklahomans like them. And to do that, it needs to compensate its employees fairly. Just as it's our responsibility to help maintain a motivated and skilled workforce in state government, it's also our responsibility to maintain and preserve our state buildings and assets. In the case of the state capitol, we are failing that goal. In fact, this building's become a safety hazard. We're doing a great disservice to our state and our citizens by allowing the capitol to crumble around us. I'm also committed to working with the legislature to pursue Medicaid reform. There are a lot of great, innovative ideas and policy solutions coming from the men and women in this room, and we will continue to explore them. We cannot plunge this nation further into debt or place Oklahoma on a fiscally unsustainable path by expanding Medicaid. Both the President's plan and the alternative proposals that rely on federal dollars in the Affordable Health Care Act amount to the same dramatic growth in government spending. Washington wants to lead this nation in the wrong directions, but Oklahoma will not be led that way. We will find our own way forward, and we will find a better way. And that also goes for tax policy as well. I believe responsibly lowering the income tax is the right thing to do. It's the people's money, it should stay with the people. And it's the people and the private sector, not state government, that are true economic engines of our state. When we lower taxes, we allow them to invest in their businesses, spend dollars in the economy, and help to create Oklahoma jobs. And that's why lowering taxes isn't just a smart thing to do, it's the right thing to do.